Good morning, everybody. Let's start over here. A look at the views outside in Portland. It is just a glorious day as we set up our morning here. Okay, so looking ahead, we are tracking a very spring-like next several days in Portland. This is going to be a gorgeous stretch of weather here as we hit the mid-upper 60s. We could near some record highs for this point in February. We'll talk about if we'll get there or not. But again, 60-degree days. That is going to feel wonderful. And we're already getting a lot of sunshine as we set up our morning so far. And we are also pretty dry through about Saturday. So great days to get back outside and start getting some outdoor errands ready and started for the week ahead. Maybe get a head start on some gardening. So let's get into it here as we work our way into the rest of the week. So right now, quick look at the satellite radar. It is pretty quiet all around the Pacific Northwest. We're mainly dry here. A few high clouds out towards the coast, but really not a drop of rain across the state. Now, I do want to show this bigger picture here of the satellite and radar. I'll pull it large. And look at that swirl that is out over the Gulf of Alaska. That's a low system that is moving towards the north and kind of just misses us. We're really not seeing much weather or impact from that system as it moves to the north here, thankfully. So we're back under a nice drier pattern here in Portland and across much of the Pacific Northwest. Again, back under sunshine and very mild conditions as we head our way into these next several days. So today for the coast, I am so jealous if you'll be out there. We're expecting the mid 60s and we'll see a lot of sunshine. I was watching our live cameras all morning long and just seeing a lot of folks walking on the sand to a nice sunrise. So excellent conditions for the coast today, and we're back in the mid 60s. So grab the sunglasses, enjoy that. Same for Portland too. We'll likely see a mix of some patchy clouds and blue skies today. Also on the east sides of Portland, we do have a strong pressure gradient that is pulling and developing some stronger winds right through the west end of the Columbia River Gorge. So we'll likely see some wind gusts around 25, maybe 30 miles per hour. This is mainly for those neighborhoods that tend to be breezy on the east sides of Portland. We all know who that is. I live on the east sides of Portland. So again, some breezy conditions out there for today. But otherwise, we're back in the lower 60s today with dry weather. So it should be really nice. Again, this weather model continues with the wind gusts throughout the evening too. So a little breezy in some pockets on the east sides of Portland and also Vancouver. So again, our weather pattern continues to build up the high pressure. We just had this nice big ridge anchoring in over the region these next several days. Today through about Saturday, we're expecting mainly dry weather. And with temperatures boosting into the mid, maybe the upper 60s, it really will feel like spring. These are more like April, maybe March temperatures in the picture here. So again, really nice, all thanks to high pressure, just a lot of that aloft and overhead over the region. We'll see temperatures around the mid-upper 60s and again, no rain for at least the next 4 days. Now, take a look at rain chances for the next couple of weeks here. We are seeing some isolated showers returning to the region going into maybe Sunday and beyond. Not expecting to see heavy downpours, though, or really any stormy weather. Most models are going with rainfall on the lighter side of things. So maybe a spotty shower that'll be hit or miss. That's kind of the pattern we're seeing going into early next week. Of course, it could still change where we do bring in a larger storm system and get more widespread or heavy rain at times, but I think it'll likely be on the lighter side with a few spotty showers here and there. Those may set up sometime on Sunday through early next week. Mardi Gras, maybe a hit or miss shower with partly sunny skies. Kind of that type of pattern, very spring-like as we get our way into next week. A couple of forecast models here. Showing rain totals. One model is going very heavy on the rain. These are forecast rain totals from now through next Tuesday. Again, the GFS, that's the American model. 1.25 inches of rain. The other model, the European model, which again, I think is a little more powerful and sometimes can be more accurate, is showing next to nothing. So these two models are certainly on the opposite sides of the forecast of how much rain we could get from now through next Tuesday. So there's so much uncertainty on the rain next week. Again, I think more of the models have been kind of showing lighter scattered showers going into next week. So we'll keep our eyes on that. There still could be some change. But for now, some lighter showers are definitely possible next week. So in general, in March, as we head into the new month that begins on Saturday, on average, we see close to 4 inches of rainfall, which is actually more than the month of February, I believe, on average. So it still can be a very wet month. Daytime highs start to boost a little back to the upper 50s on average. And snowfall. There is average snow in March. We've seen enough snow into that part of the year to have an average of 0.3 inches. So sometimes there can be a dusting. I believe in 2022, we had snowfall just under 2 inches all the way into April. And then in 2023, we had a dusting in March also. So it can still happen sometimes. Right now, I'm not really seeing any snow in the forecast, but can't rule it out just yet, although we do look fairly warm or, again, seeing above freezing temperatures in Portland for at least the next couple of weeks here. But take a look at the temperature trend. So going into today, we'll likely see highs in the lower 60s. Tomorrow, mid 60s, and Friday, maybe the upper 60s. There was one model showing 70 degrees on Friday. So I think we'll end up somewhere in the mid to upper 60s. We kind of lose that easterly breeze going into the next couple of days, and that tends to be something that helps the region dry and warm in some instances. So I'm not really sure if we'll get to the 70s, but I do see the mid 60s possible. So the current record for Thursday is 67. Our forecast is 65. And then Friday, the current record is 71. Our forecast is 67. So we're in the range, nearing record highs, but right now unlikely that will break any record highs. But still, mid-upper 60s will feel really nice. And sometimes we can be shocked by the warmth that we get. So we'll keep our eyes on those temperatures. But in general, it should be very pleasant here around Portland. And then we do cool down back to the mid-50s going into next week as those showers move in. So kind of more of a showery and cooler pattern the first week of March. But until then, some gorgeous weather today through Saturday here back in the city. Also quite funny here. There are jokes in Portland about our seasons. So these are the real seasons that Portland gets. We don't just have winter, spring, summer, and fall. We have all of these. So right now, I kind of feel like we're moving away from winter and into a fool's spring. So again, we're getting a couple of nice days. It really is going to feel like springtime where you want to get outside, plant some new plants. However, there is a chance that March and April still bring in some chilly winter-like conditions. So we get our second winter. We then get to real spring, and then that spring inferno, which is hilarious to me. That's when we tend to see the 80s, the 90s are triple digits from somewhere in April to May and June. You know, that's happened in previous years where June can hit 100 degrees. So that spring inferno, and then we hit allergy season and so on. So yeah, I think we're probably close to full spring and maybe a second winter on the way for us. Now take a look at the temperature outlook for the U.S. Pretty warm down in the southern states, but for the Pacific Northwest, we're looking pretty cold. In general, the month of March here from NOAA's Climate Prediction Center is showing a colder than normal pattern. This does not mean snow. This does not mean freezing temperatures. Just on average, our temperatures might be colder than normal. And again, normal daytime highs are around the upper 50s. So it doesn't tell you how cold we could be, but just in general, a colder than normal pattern. Same for rain too. Down south, it looks like Texas, again, is drier than normal. Plus the heat, maybe a big time drought for those states. But for us, we're looking a little wetter. So again, we could see more rainfall. Average rain in March, just showed you, was 4 or so inches, maybe more than that for the month of March. So it could be quite the wet March for us. So we'll keep our eyes on that also. Maybe keep the rain jacket handy. Here's your peek at the 7-day forecast. It's going to be a beautiful week, so enjoy it. We've got lots of sunshine. It's going to be just a gorgeous week for us to get back outside, maybe dine on the patio, golfers get outside, get that exercise in. And again, we're still pretty dry through Saturday with right now some lighter showers in the picture come Sunday, and that's when our temperatures also drop. Mardi Gras on Tuesday, maybe partly sunny, a few showers, chance for those also heading into next week. Again, back in the mid-50s. So in general, tomorrow, pretty near normal conditions as we get to next week, but it's today through about Friday or Saturday that we have some amazing, glorious weather here in Portland. So get out and enjoy it. I'm going to be hitting the pavement and running a lot this week, taking advantage of the sunshine. So I hope you get to do so as well and enjoy it. And stay safe out there. And again, just find a way to enjoy all this lovely sunshine in Portland. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Again, I'm meteorologist Kelley Bayern, and I will catch you next time in our next KOIN NOW digital stream. Have a good day.